Chris Schlosser, Vice President Director of Field Operations for the Iowa Cubs. This is my 25th season here in Iowa. Previously, I was head groundskeeper in Charleston, South Carolina for 2 seasons. And so basically 27 years of being in business. And basically I got started on a blind whim and, basically took it from there. Weather. And we are in a microclimate here, and in March when we start, it could be freezing cold at 32 degrees, and keeping the moisture level correct in the black stick as well as the infield skin it's a challenge, because then we go from a lot of wind in April and May, and then all of a sudden then we're getting into summertime with the heat, humidity, dew points, and humidity through the roof, which gets tropical. Then we get into this situation where a week ago we were 115 degrees, and now the last few days we've been cloudy, cool, rainy, foggy. All the weather was not expected, so everything's holding at the top right now just for the fact of no dry time, and Mother Nature not helping us. But that is the biggest climate variable here for us, is learning how going from cold to wind, to summer, to heat, then back into September when we're playing, and it cools right back down. So keeping the moisture level correct and everything has been is a challenge, but also is fun. It means the world to us. This one was a little different, and everyone is, just for the fact of when Mother Nature throws you a curveball and you're supposed to be clear after you're supposed to get 2/10 of an inch, which was yesterday, and we just have light rain that sits on you for 3 hours and collects, and then all of a sudden nobody forecasts, cloudy, cool, fog in the morning, and then we just got to pop up 1/10 of an inch. Cell that just popped on downtown and nowhere else in the state of Iowa. So having this will dry, it dries out fast, it compacts better, but we just need to work the top a little bit of layer here and get it dried up, and hopefully sun will pop out and it'll dry really fast. By far. It is, it's not like it's magical, but it is really, it's a unique when they came out with it, and then it started to evolve and get better. It's just the way it plays, the playability, and the way the guys like the ball, how it bounces. The black stick has come a long way and is really good for the mound and plate, but it's the infield, it's the ball, it's the playability, it's how smooth, when you have a good infield skin, how smooth the ball rolls, the consistency of the platinum or the shale or whatever we're putting out there, and it's just a consistent basis of playability, and it's by far the gold standard. When I redid this field in '02, it was basically, we had to dig it out 5 feet, and this is the landfill. And it was backfilled. Looking at different clays, there wasn't a lot of availability, and then our contractor at the time brought in a clay source that I did not accept, but the city approved. And over the few years of going through it and trying to rototill some sand in there and getting it right, we just could never get it right. And then when I was talking to, when Luke left here to go to Pittsburgh, and he was talking about this, and then I got a hold of Grant and everybody else, and we started looking and did the soil samples, and we got into what to amend our original clay and sand and silt material was. And then once we started to work it and get it incorporated, the Field Saver in there, and then we started to see what it was doing, and then after that we could start bringing in the Pro and just keep putting lift after lift and keep mixing it in, and then we've gotten ourselves to where we're not 100% DuraEdge, but we're pretty close. But once we redo the field in the fall, it'll be pretty nice to have clean clay again.